Good morning, kids. Welcome to another Sunday morning Clubhouse, kids. We are so excited about today and all that God is going to teach us in our lesson and in our object lesson. But today we are going to actually sing a song, and we're going to talk about how big God is and how big He can be in our lives. So everybody stand up and we're going to sing, "My God is so big." So here we go. Ready, kids? My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. The mountains are His, the rivers are His, the stars are His handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do for you. All right, did you know that God can do so many things for you? So we're going to sing that song again, all right? So here we go. We'll sing it a little faster. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. The mountains are His, the rivers are His, the stars are His handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do for you. All right, good job, friends. All right, we'll see you later. We'll see you next time, okay? Well, today we're going to do another object lesson, and I have just kind of some simple things. I have a piece of paper. It's just a normal white piece of paper, and I have a pair of scissors. Now, in this object lesson, I am going to fit in this paper. Yes, I'm going to walk in the middle of this paper, and I'm going to pull it up around me. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. All right, I'm going to tear it really careful, okay? All right, I hope this really works, okay? Oh, okay. See? Now I'm going to step in it. Wait, I can't fit in there. You mean this ordinary piece of paper will not allow me to put it up and over me? Now, I bet there is a way. Let me show you a different way. So everybody, you pause the video right now and you go get you a piece of paper and some scissors, and let's do this object lesson. So what you're going to do is you're going to long ways fold the paper in half, okay? So here it is, it's folded. Then you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut. Just different cuts. Don't go all the way through the paper. And now if you make them smaller, that's okay. But you're going to just make a cut all the way to the end. So here, look, it's like this. But then you're going to turn it down backwards, and here you are on the opened end. And you are going to, on the second one in, you're going to make another cut all the way down, all the way to the end. Now remember, our object is to be able to take this paper and it to wrap around me like a hula hoop almost. This is just an ordinary piece of paper. So here I am at the end. I did not go at the end. Now look, now I've got this kind of jiggly thing. Now you're going to take your scissors, and not on the first one, but on the second one here in the middle, you are going to, if I can get it in there, you're going to cut all the creases, not the first one, okay? Now this is the hard part. All right. We're going to cut all the creases here, all the way down. I'm all mixed them up now. Okay. Now remember, God likes to use ordinary things in our lives to make a lesson for us. So here we have an ordinary piece of paper that we use probably every day. We maybe draw a picture on it. We maybe write a note on a piece of paper. But yet it normally is not able to be wrapped around you. So here I am at the second to the last one. Now, do you think that that piece of paper that I tore the first time was going to wrap around me? No. But now, here it is. This ordinary piece of paper can now be wrapped around me. Now, if you make it smaller, you will be able to make it bigger. Now, it went all the way down. Now, God uses ordinary things. God uses ordinary people, let's just say, to do awesome things. He wants to use you, kid, in your life right now as just a 5-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 7-year-old, and He wants you to do some great things for God. But you know what? We have to be willing to do that. Today in our lesson, there are some people that were ordinary, just like you and me, that He wants to do some amazing things in, some supernatural, some superhero power things in, and He wants to do it in our lives today. So Brother Dan is going to come up and tell us about some superheroes in the Bible.
All right, Miss Sarah, I'm excited to tell you about some superheroes. I brought my Bible with me today, and did you know that this Bible is filled with incredible stories of superhuman strength and of people that were just, well, they were just absolute heroes, and I can't wait to share some of those heroes with you today. I brought my hero cape, and I'm going to tell you some great stories from God's Word. I want to remind you what we went through last week. Now, last week we were talking about the judges of Israel, and we talked about how the people continued to sin, and God would then bring a deliverer to help them out of their bondage, and God is the deliverer for you, and God is the deliverer for me. But today in our class we're going to talk about just a few of those superheroes that we talked about last week, the judges of Israel. Oh man, we could talk about all the different ones, but I just want to highlight just a few of them because they were just people like you and people like me. They didn't have superpowers like we sometimes think of. No, they were just ordinary, everyday people. And I want to tell you their stories just real quick because they are amazing. First of all, I want to tell you about one of our characters. His name was Ehud. Ehud, he was a left-handed individual, and he went and he made himself a dagger. He made a dagger that was about 18 inches long, the Bible talks about. And God had a special purpose for him. His purpose was to help deliver the Israelites from a very large king by the name of Eglon. And here's how the story goes. Here we see that this man, Ehud, he had a secret to tell to the king. And so he went in unto the king and he had his dagger. And oh boy, with his left hand, he pulled that dagger out and he told that king a very important secret. And through him, God delivered the children of Israel. But then I want to tell you about another hero in the Bible. This man was a man by the name of Shamgar. Now, Shamgar was just an ordinary farmer. He didn't have any superhuman powers or strength, but he had his ox goad, the Bible tells us. And his ox goad, he was able to deliver the children of Israel from the Philistines. What is an ox goad? Well, it was something he would be able to poke and prod the ox as he was plowing his field. Just a humble farmer, and yet he used his weapon to be able to deliver the children of Israel. But then we got to see the story about a lady, a girl. Yes, that's right, a woman by the name of Deborah. Deborah was used to bring the children of Israel out of bondage as she helped a man by the name of Barak. Barak was able to go into a battle against Sisera. And through the acts of another woman, we see that God again delivered the children of Israel. What? Because of a woman? Yes. She was a prayer warrior for God. An ordinary woman used of God to deliver the children of Israel. But then we see a scared individual. We see one who was fearful of the Philistines. One that, he was actually hiding when God found him. And the angel of God said unto him, "You're a mighty man." And this man said, "Who, me?" That man's name is Gideon. Oh, maybe you've heard of Gideon before and his 300 men that he used and the trumpets that they carried into battle and their pitchers with lights inside, and they blew their trumpets. And through that, God brought them a great victory as well. But then we all know about the strongest man in the Bible. The man that was superhuman strength. The man that had, yes, the long hair. Oh man, you remember that guy? His name was, what was it, kids? Samson. You got it, man. This nice long hair, his big strong muscles. And we know that Samson was able to deliver the children of Israel because of his superhuman strength. Oh, boys and girls, I can't even begin to tell you all the different stories in the book of Judges, but this one story I can tell you. You know what's so amazing about the people we just talked about? About Shamgar and his stick, about Ehud with his knife, and about Deborah, the young lady that was able to be a prayer warrior and leader, about Samson and his strength, and Gideon and his 300 men. You know what makes them superheroes? They had a super God. That's right, kids. They didn't have the strength in and of themselves. It was all because of God. And guess what? Oh, get this, get this. You and I can be superhuman too because of our God. That's right. It's not us. It's God. It's God that uses unlikely people. It's God that uses unlikely things like just a simple sword or just a simple trumpet or even just some simple strength or just the faithfulness of your life. God can use that. Miss Bloom got to step inside that ordinary piece of paper, and even something ordinary can become extraordinary in the hands of God. Boys and girls, you can be a superhero for God. That's right. You, right there at home, you can be a superhero for God if you'll let God use you. Now, I've got something to show you. I want you to see some of my heroes, if you will, from our church. I want you to see how that they can become superheroes with God's help. No, it's not because they have a cape, though that's a lot of fun. No, it's not because they have some cool tool or they can fly or something like that. No, they can be heroes because they can be faithful to God, and God can use them to do great things. And so I want you to see some of my heroes from our clubhouse, and I want you to be encouraged that God can use you too.
I am a superhero with God's help. I can be a superhero, God's help. Dun dun dun. I'm gonna be a superhero, yes.
With God's help, I can be a superhero.
I'm a superhero.
I'm willing to be a superhero.
I am a superhero. With God's help, I can be a superhero.
I am a superhero. With God's help.
With God's help, I can be a superhero.
Well, boys and girls, did you see that? Did you see those kids? Those are my kind of kids. Those are my kind of heroes. Why? Because with God's help, they can be used. Boys and girls, this week we looked at several of the judges, and time doesn't allow us to tell about all the other ones that we could talk about. But I wanted you to know that these judges were used mightily by God. They were superheroes in the Bible, and they were super because of their super God. Boys and girls, this week, I want to encourage you. I want to challenge you. I want you to be faithful to God, and I want you to show God's power and God's might in your life by maybe telling someone about Jesus this week. It's Easter week. Maybe you could share Jesus with someone. Maybe just by your good attitude, or maybe just by helping mom at the house, or maybe helping dad clean the garage, or maybe just by just having a sweet spirit about you. God can use you to encourage someone else. No, you don't have to have a superpower. You just have to know that your super God wants to use you. Boys and girls, it's a lot of fun being with you each week, and I am looking forward to next week and celebrating Easter together with you, and we've got some great things planned, but I just want to challenge you this week. Let's be super for God.
Hey Clubhouse kids, we miss you and we cannot wait until you're back here together with us in our Clubhouse. But until that time, we're gonna have a contest for the entire month of April. Each week we're gonna have a different contest. But for the first week, what we're doing, we're gonna have a coloring contest, and we're sending a coloring sheet to your house. And you're gonna color it as best as you possibly can. It's a picture of our church. And on the back, there's some instructions as well. And once you're done with that, you're gonna have your parents or your grandparents take a picture of it and send it back to us, to our email, or text it to us. We're gonna get together as teachers and judge this contest and award a prize to a girl and to a boy. We have some awesome prizes that we picked out, and we're gonna have 3 more contests for the next 3 weeks after that. And so be watching our Clubhouse Kids videos and following along along, and we're going to have a great time doing that. And so thank you for watching, and you guys have a great day.